Hey guys, this is Gino Games, and welcome back to a different kinds of video. Now, originally I had planned to do a full reaction video to Nintendo's E3, and while I had that recorded, the audio didn't exactly turn out the way I wanted. So instead, I'm just going to do a general sort of thoughts video on everything that interested me from the Direct. So, let's start off with the first announcement of the Direct. Smash Fighters Pass 10 Kazuya from Tekken. Now, I'm not personally much of a big Tekken fan. I've never actually played a game in the series. It certainly wasn't who I expected, for sure. I can't say that I'm necessarily happy to see him in, but I mean, I'm happy for those who wanted him in, or just wanted a Tekken rep in general. I personally would have picked Lloyd Irving or Nightmare for our next Namco rep. But I'll take a Tekken rep, I guess. Based on the Sakurai presents, he seems like another sort of fighting game character. I'm not a big fan of the ones we already have. I mean, Ryu and Ken are fine, but I've never played as Terry, pretty much. So, there's that. The Mii costumes. I feel bad for anyone who wanted Shantae or Dante or the Dragonborn in Smash. I know that especially those first two had a lot of people who wanted them. But hey, it happened to me with Gino, and I feel bad for all of you guys, but we move on. It's the best we're gonna get, considering the fact we only have one fighter's slot left. So, moving on from that, let's talk about two random announcements that I don't really have much to say about. Super Monkey Ball, I think it's Banana Mania, that's what it's called, and Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Both are honestly pretty big announcements. Monkey Ball 1 and 2 are the best games in the series, so it's nice to see them, and I guess also Deluxe remade. Especially considering that my only other way to play the first two Monkey Balls is via emulation. And then there's Advance Wars. Now, I've never played an Advanced Wars game, but I'm happy for those who like Advance Wars, plus I'm glad that Nintendo is finally recognizing their other more obscure franchises. Now, if we could only get Custom Robo and GB Robo back to where they were during the GameCube GBA era, where they had a whole bunch of stuff, then I'd be glad with that. Honestly, just a new game in either franchise that isn't total crap, like GB Robo Ziplash was, would be good. So yeah, those are two things. Now let's briefly talk about WarioWare Get It Together. Now, WarioWare Get It Together is, honestly, probably my most hyped, thing from the Direct. Well, that and Mario Party, which we'll get to later. But anyway, wow, seeing the new WarioWare on the Switch, it felt like something that should have happened, a long while ago. But, I'm at least glad to see it now. And as for the game itself, it looks pretty fun. I'm glad to see another Wario game on a home console. I really like seeing how like the characters have different abilities and stuff, and I enjoy seeing how there's a multiplayer aspect to it all. And it just seems pretty fun. Now let's talk about Mario Party Superstars. This I am actually really excited for. I never got to play Mario Party 2 or 3, and I got to play Mario Party 1, but it was, well, Mario Party 1 is very rough around the edges, honestly. So it's great to see boards from those 3 games remastered in the Super Engine, plus a whole bunch of mini-games from across the damn franchise, which is nice. And back to the online play, and it just seems like a really good time. Like, I'm definitely buying that when it comes out, and that is just great. Okay, then we have probably the biggest announcement from the Direct, Metroid Red. Oh my god, I did not expect to see, like, a new 2D Metroid out there. But honestly, it looks pretty great so far. Pretty sure it's made by the same people who did the Metroid Samus Returns port on 3DS, and, honestly, like, Metroid Dread looks really solid. Plus, the fact that it's coming out this year, too, just gets me even more excited. While I've never played a proper Metroid game, aside from maybe, like, half an hour in Super Metroid, I'll probably pick this up because I want to get more into Metroidvanias and Metroid. So yeah, that was cool. Plus, those amiibo look pretty sick. And now, finally, because I know someone was gonna say it. Let's see if I can bring it up. Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. Now, I am not a Zelda person. Or more specifically, I'm not a Breath of the Wild person. Now, I've played my fair share of Zelda games, but I could never really get into Breath of the Wild. So I'm not really, like, into Breath of the Wild 2, obviously. Now, the story, I'm kind of excited to see where the story goes, but as for the actual gameplay, unless they made some substantial changes, I'm probably not going to be interested at all. But yeah, it looks fine. Kind of surprised that it's basically that and Skyward Sword are all we're getting for Zelda stuff. Like, I would have thought we'd get, you know, like Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD ports, or hell, just like a little collection of some older Zelda titles. But nope, just those 2 games and a Game & Watch. So overall, the Direct was kinda disappointing. Like, I had some strong games in there, and like, when I had good moments, they were really good moments. But overall, there were a lot of missed opportunities, I feel. And certain segments went on for way too long. Looking at you, Shin Megami Tensei 5. You did not need to have that long of a segment dedicated to you. Hell, they should have just shown it off at like their own, like, event or whatever. Like Sega and Atlas, you have enough games that you could have shown it off. Like, you could have just had Sonic Central be part of an E3 Direct. Okay, I'm getting off topic. So, before I close this off, I want to kind of talk about the one thing that I wish that we did see. Yeah, seriously, Nintendo, where's my Donkey Kong? Sure, I get that Retro is busy working on Prime 4, and I'm glad that they're working on Prime 4, but this is Donkey Kong's anniversary too. Like, the least you could have done is re-released Returns on Switch. Well, anyway, Nintendo's E3 was... Well, that was it, basically. Not much else really happened of note. As for, like, E3 in general, from what I heard, not much really happened in the other ones, too. Ubisoft showed off Mario plus Rabbids, Sparks of Hope, or whatever, which was also shown off at the Nintendo Direct. And that is fine. My sister's more into that than I am, but I'm sure she'll like it. And as for everything else, I mean, what did the other companies really have? like Microsoft had Halo Infinite, which is good, but that was kind of it. Which is weird, considering the fact that they just announced that they bought Bethesda like half a year ago or whatever. So yeah, Microsoft didn't really have much, and no other company did anything of note. So, yeah, Nintendo really had the only meaningful thing during E3. But yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on E3 for this year, and mainly Nintendo's E3, I guess. So, if you want to see more videos like this where I kind of just talk about random topics and stuff, just gonna say so, honestly. Like the video, subscribe, comment, do what I normally ask you to do. Like, it really does help, and it helps show me, like, what kind of content you'll want to see. So, with that in mind, I guess I will see you all next time.